Hello everybody, this is Detective Daddy from Boston, Massachusetts, and it's been a while since I showed off my Dansco albums, so what I'm going to do here is show off my sent Dansco albums. Starting off with the Indian Head / Flying Eagles, then going on to the Lincoln Scents, which go from 1909 to 2009, and then lastly going on to the Shield Scents, which start in 2010, all the way up to the present. So let's take a look at the Indian Head Scent collection. Okay, so here is the binder, and let's see what we have in here. On page 1, you can see this is completely full. I'm going to give you close-ups of this so you can actually see the coins, if it'll show through the glare. There we go. That's the 1857, followed by the two 1858s. Then we get down here, and we get into the Indian Head Scents. And as you can see, some of these definitely are beat up. They're not in the greatest condition in the world, but I'm still quite happy to have them. Okay, on to page 2, and let's take a look and see what we got. See if this glare will clear up. I do apologize. Unfortunately, it's coming across really blurry. There we go. It's a little bit better. But as you can see, I do have quite a few of these. I do need that whole group right here. Eventually, hopefully someday, I will get them. Going down onto the third row. And then, of course, the infamous 1877, someday. And on the second to last row, we do need the 1886 Variety 1, as well as the 1886 Variety 2. Okay, and here's the last page of this album, and let's take a look. And as you can see, we have all of the 1890s, and almost all of the rest, except for the very last two, the 1809S and the 1909S. Someday I will hopefully be able to get those. Don't know what type of condition they'll be in, but let's move on to the Lincoln Scent album. Okay, and here we have the Lincoln Scents 1909 to 2009. Let's take a look and see what we have. On the first page, you'll notice 3 empty spots. It's 1909S, 1909S VDB, and the 1914D. Those ones there, hopefully someday I will acquire. And see if I can get you a decent picture of these coins. It's kind of, the glare is kind of killing it, but they are circulated. They're not very high grade at all, which is fine. I'm just happy to have an almost complete collection here. Some of these here, of course, were a little bit tougher dates to get, so I was quite pleased to get them when I did. On page 2, of course, you'll see that glare in 1922 plain sticking right out that I don't have yet. And the rest of this is completed all the way down until we get to 1931S. One that I have been searching for and hopefully will acquire fairly soon. We're on page 3, and the rest of this book, believe it or not, is completed, which I'm quite happy about. There are my glaring steelies right there. And as you can tell, most of these here are in pretty circulated condition. Some of these, like down here, are getting into better condition, and I am upgrading these as I go. Finishing off the wheat pennies here in the 40s, and as you can tell, like, you know, some of these here still need to be upgraded a bit, and some of these here look really nice. And that finishes up the wheats. Let's take a quick look at the memorials. This is page 5 of the binder. It is completed, and as you can see, I do have all the large and small dates of the 1960. Just going to move through this quickly, as well as the large and small date 1970S. Further on into the 70s. Hopefully this is coming out really good on this. It looks okay to me. Guys, let me know in comments down below how the images came out. And of course over here we do have the large and small date 1982 Zinkins. Further on into the 80s. Now well into the 90s, and just so you know, the 98, 99, and 2000s are not wide AMs in this binder, or folder rather. Let's take a look at the last page. And there you have it. That is all of them from book number 2 of my Scents album collection. So let's take a look at the last one real quickly. Okay, here is the Lincoln Shield Scents 2010 going forward. Let's take a look. And of course, these are just a bunch of nice shiny Zinkins that I have here. And I do have all of them except for a few. And it's those bottom 3 right there. The 2020S, the 2021D, and the 2021S. That is all I need to actually complete this collection. I think it's like 17 coins to complete everything from the Flying Eagle all the way up to present. I don't know if I'll ever be able to complete it all, but I'm definitely going to give it my best shot and try. Well, that's my Lincoln Cents collections. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, happy hunting.